What's going on, guys? Clint with Prestige Aquatics back with yet another awesome fish video. Today we're doing a full fish room tour. Happy New Year, January 1st, 2021. What better way to start the year than with a fish room tour? Let's get right into it. Our New Year's resolution for 2021 is to bring you all more awesome content. We have a ton of cool projects going on in the fish room this year, and we're going to do our best to document as much as possible. We'd like to quickly thank all those who supported us in 2020, whether you did business with us or you subscribed to the channel. We can't thank you enough. All of your support has really inspired us to help people create their dream fish rooms in 2021. In the coming days, we'll be releasing a really cool video on how we moved all these tanks to the other side of the fish room. The tanks are a little cloudy today because we just moved them yesterday, but the fish have seemed to settle right back in. In this 125, we have our wild-caught peacock bass, affectionately named Brutus. He came to us about 6 months ago and quickly became our favorite fish in the fish room. He has awesome coloration and has almost doubled in size. This is our 75-gallon community display aquarium full of rainbow fish and 2 large male platinum angelfish. After we set this aquarium up, it quickly became one of our favorites. The plants you see are some kind of red crypt, and we're keeping 3 different types of rainbow fish in the aquarium: millenniums, turquoise, and bosemani. This is our community Tanganyikan cichlids tank, full of Neolamprologus multifasciatus. We set this tank up about 2 years ago, and since then, the population has exploded. My estimate is that there are over 400 fish in the aquarium. This is our 55-gallon community tetras aquarium. This tank houses a variety of different tetra species, from black phantoms to serpes to neons and more. This is the Prestige Aquatics automatic water change system. In our opinion, this is what separates us from many similar sized fish rooms around the country. On the right, we have a manual ball valve system where you can open a valve and flow water to a zone. On the left, we have a full solenoid controlled system that is optimized with a rainbird. The Prestige Aquatics automatic water change system allows us to scale our fish room and not be inhibited by having to do manual water changes. If you're interested in having a system like this built for you, we'd love to give you a quote. This is our pleco breeding project of L200 green phantom plecos. These were wild-caught plecos that we sourced from Seagrass Farms. No luck breeding them yet, but they're just starting to hang out around the caves. The tank next to them is for a new breeding group of plecos that are coming soon to the Prestige Aquatics channel. Subscribe to find out what they are. In the middle of our fish room, we have 2 300-gallon Rubbermaid totes. These each house something very special to us. This one on the left is all plants, and this one on the right is all mutt guppies. If you're liking the fish room tour so far, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons right now. This is our 300-gallon mutt guppy pond. I tried to move some of the duckweed away so you all could see just how many guppies are in here. There have to be thousands of them at this point. We set up this pond almost 3 years ago, and it's just exploded. We're getting really serious about breeding Apistos here at Prestige Aquatics, and we're keeping a wide variety right now. We have a ton of fry. We'll look in depth at each tank, but just giving you a brief overview of our breeding setups. We're keeping a couple caves, a little watering sprite, and a few other things that really make them feel comfortable. And so far they've been performing really well as far as breeding goes for us. We probably have about 6 or 7 sets of fry right now, and we're looking to get even more than that here coming soon. I'd say we're at about 13 to 15 strains at the moment. We're looking to take that number to at least 25 by this spring. We're gonna start with these Apistogramma Ortega. These were sold to me as wild caught. I'm not really sure where they were sourced from, but they've been a really good performer for us so far. The female is right behind this coconut cave, and she has about 25 fry swimming around with her. This is the 3rd batch of fry we've had so far, and we've really only had them a couple months. Next to them, we have some Apistogramma McMasteri. We just put these in here. Wasn't sure I had a male and a female pair, but I'm pretty sure I do. Been seeing a little spawning activity, so hopefully we can get them going soon. Next to them, we have some orange flash cockatoo Apistos, and these have been a great fish for us. We actually raised these fry out into adults and selected mating pairs. We had their parents, and this is one of our first groups where we've actually bred the fry. Both sets of parents have fry right now, and just looking forward to keeping this lineage going. In this tank, we have some Agassizii Apistogramma. We've got a really stud male right here. In search of a female right now. Recently found the female dead in this tank, and that was really disappointing because, as you can see, this male is super high quality. If you know anybody with some Agassizii females, hit me up in the comments below. Up next, we have a really awesome double red Agassizii Apisto, and this guy's just an absolute stud. If you follow us on Instagram, he was one of the most recent pictures that I posted, and he is just a fine specimen as he comes out and gives us a better view. Really wanting to get these guys breeding. It would be really nice to get some of these fry out to you all. Up next, we have a pair of Botaniata, and these are the brick red strain. This has been a really cool strain to keep. Unfortunately, we don't have any fry yet, but as you can see, the male is guarding the cave. I think that's a good sign. Next to them, we have another strain of Apistogramma Botaniata, and this is the brick red variety. This male has better finnage, but he's not as big bodied. We'll get some fry from each and see which one we like better. Up next, we have an older pair of some triple red cockatoo Apistos. These are pretty far past their prime, but are still producing for us. They actually have some fry swimming around in the tank right now. We've got a couple different batches of these, and they're looking forward to getting some to you all soon. Here are some of the fry from those triple red cockatoos. As you can see, they're really high quality. Probably going to be looking to hold back that male as a breeder male and continue on with this lineage. Here we have some of the Ortega fry. These are probably about a month old. Here's another batch of their fry, just a smidge older. See if I can get zoomed in on them for you. Probably about 2 months old here, and about 2.5 more months, they're going to be about selling size. They grow up pretty quick. In this tank, we have some Borellii blues. I brought them in and brought them into this quarantine tank, and have been kind of growing them out for a big breeding setup. I think they're about ready to move over to the Apistogramma rack. Some really nice fish here. In this tank, we have some of our orange flash cockatoos. We've got at least 3 or 4 pairs in here that we did not decide to breed on our own. These are all for sale. If you're interested, hit us up at prestigeaquaticsfish.com or on your favorite social media. All right, we're gonna stick with the cichlids for a minute and talk about this pair of electric blue Acaras. Probably gonna move them soon, but they've really been settling in, and you can see that they've got some breeding behavior going on. Really would like to breed some of these. I bred them one time, but was not able to rear the fry. Looking forward to my second chance. Up next, we have some wild caught angelfish. We bought these probably about 6 months ago from Seagrass as wild angelfish. have been rearing them out, and hopefully we're gonna get a couple breeding pairs. Next to them, we have some cobalt blue angelfish. These are really nice angelfish. They're just starting to show some really great color. I've sold quite a few of these, but trying to hold a few back as breeders. We have a couple younger strains going of these too, but these are our big boys. Over here, we have a couple different pairs of some angelfish. On the left, I've got some younger cobalt blues. On the right, we've got some platinums. Looking forward to getting both of these breeding. So one of my favorite fish of all time is the Oscar fish. Got a couple in here growing out. I think I'm gonna move them to my 600-gallon aquarium unless someone wants them in the meantime. Otherwise, they're gonna make a great addition to my big cichlid tank. Here we have our 90-gallon display aquarium, and this is a male peacock cichlid community, except that we have one female in the tank and we have a ton of fry. You see that albino female swimming around on the right side, and the dad is the OB that keeps swimming from left to right. Gonna have to get that female out of there pretty quick, or we're gonna continue to have aggression problems. Here we have a breeding group of some Neolamprologus burchardi. These have been super productive for us and are some of my favorite shell-dwelling African cichlids. A fish that I've been keeping a long time is the leopard tenopoma. We just recently got these smaller ones in the fish room. Really love this fish for how curious their personality is. Here we have our breeding group of dwarf neon rainbow fish, or praecox rainbows. This has been a really good group for us, and as you can tell, they're super high quality. This is our Prestige Aquatics Guppies rack. Guppies are our pride and joy and by far our best sellers here at Prestige Aquatics. We keep a variety of strains of both IFGA and high quality imports. Up first are these amazing half black blues. I just love the color on these blues. I sourced these from a few different breeders to start my colony, and it has paid off. Next are these half black purples. I had a half black blue male jump into this tank and breed some of these, so I'm actually gonna have to dump on all these into our guppy pond, but still really nice fish. Up next are some half black purple breeding trios that I've selected. These are really just starting to produce for us, so we should have these in stock soon. Next, I have a pair of some half black AOC purple leopards. These are absolutely amazing fish, and as you can see, they've got a ton of fry swimming around with them. Looking forward to getting these to you soon. Next, we have a couple breeding trios of half black greens. Some of my favorite fish in the fish room here. They have great tails and great color. Here we have a couple breeding trios of blue-green bicolors. These have been by far our most popular guppy as of late. If you'd like to get on a list to get some of these, just let me know. Here are a couple breeding pairs of some half black AOCs. Have one yellow and one purple male in the tank. Looking forward to what the fry look like for these guys. Here we have some half black purples. This is another line of the half black purples from what you saw earlier. Hoping to get these guys established. We've already got some fry, but maybe we can get a few more drops out of these females. Here's our last trio of half black AOCs. These are the purple leopards. I think he has a little bit of yellow variety in him. Here we have a breeding pair of some Schubel greens. We've just got some fry to drop from these guys. His blue is a little lighter than a typical Schubel green, but I love it. Next to them, we have some older Schubel greens. These are listed on the website as available. If you like them, go ahead to prestigeaquaticsfish.com to get some. Here's some Moscow bicolors. I really love their light purple color. That's really a unique trait to this guppy. Here we have some pink grass metalhead guppies. These are really nice, but they're not quite breeding true. They have a little more work before I make them available to the public. Here are a couple breeding trios of some full reds. These are really nice fish and are just starting to produce some fry for us. Up next are these black Moscows. We have so many of them right now. We'd love to get you a big group. We'll make you a good deal on it. Just let us know. We're about halfway through the guppy rack right now. If you love guppies, go ahead and smash that like button and leave a comment down below of your favorite strain. Here I have a nice young group of purple mosaics. These have quickly become some of my favorite guppies in the fish room, even though I wasn't sure how they'd turn out at first. Here we have some really cool orange Dumbo dragon guppies. I'm not sure what variety, but we only have males of them, so that's unfortunate. Probably gonna go to the pond soon with these. Here we have a nice breeding pair of some half black greens. This is a little different color variety than my other half black greens, so I'm looking forward to getting these guys going. Here we have some older stock of our half black greens, really nice fish. Probably past their time to sell though. We'll probably move these onto the pond soon. Here we have a few breeding trios of half black AOCs. I actually raised these out in the fish room and selected them myself. Here we have some half black purple selling stock. If you like the looks of these, go ahead and pick some up at prestigeaquaticsfish.com. Here we have some selling stock of some full reds. Everyone who's got these from us has loved them. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Next are some blue-green bicolor offspring we have from past pairs. So you can see we have a bunch of different throws in here, all of which are highly desirable. Next, we have some really cool red bicolor guppies. These are probably just a little past their age to sell, but we're looking forward to getting the next generation to you. These are the American purple selling stock. I really like these purples because they consistently produce the purple color rather than the blue. Here we have some awesome AOC bicolor cobras. As you can tell, the moss is just about to grow out of the tank. Need to get some of that out of there so you can see those on the next video. Next, we have another awesome trio of some full reds. Trying to get these guys to breed now so we can get you all this awesome stock. Next, we have the Dumbo Santas. These are some of my personal favorites, and I love how we're female heavy on them at the moment. If you need any, reach out to us. In this tank, we have some blues. The breeder pairs are somewhere in this moss forest, but you can tell that they've already produced a ton of fry for us. This was a strain given to us by our good friend at Grim Nature Aquatics, Tyler. Thanks so much for these guppies, Tyler. Can't quite remember the name right now, but I think it's a pink grass guppy. We're also keeping some endlers on this rack. Here we have some yellow tiger endlers. These are some really cool fish, and we have a ton of stock right now. Right below them, we have these Japan blue-red double sword endlers. These are some of my favorite fish in the fish room. I've been keeping these for several generations now and really have the genetics in a good place. We have a couple tins full of rainbow tiger endlers. These are some of our favorite endlers, and they've been really good sellers for us at prestigeaquaticsfish.com. Here's the other tank full of endlers. If you're a fan of endlers, leave a like and a comment down below. Here we have a community of a few different strains of barbs. We have the cherry barbs that are there in the front, some checkerboard barbs like you see in the bottom, and some denison barbs like the one you see swimming to the front right now. Here we have a really nice breeding group of some Odessa barbs. There's just a ton of moss in here, and all the females like to go down in this moss. I'm sure there's a bunch of fry in here, but I haven't disturbed the tank in a while, so I wouldn't know for sure. In this tank, we have some paradise fish juvies growing out. We ordered some paradise fish in for a special customer, and before the fish went out to him, they bred for us, and this is what we have. Also in this tank are these awesome blue phantom plecos. These are wild blue phantoms. They were only about 3/4 of an inch when we got them, and they're up about 2 inches now. These two tanks house the only shrimps that we keep at Prestige Aquatics. On the left, we have some blue dream shrimps, and on the right, we have some black carbon shrimps. I've really enjoyed keeping these shrimps and are looking forward to getting some more strains here in the future. There you have it. That concludes our first video of 2021. If you watched all the way to the end, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. At Prestige Aquatics, we're creating dream fish rooms. If you need any help creating yours, let us know, whether that's sourcing your dream fish or building a fully automatic water change. Prestige Aquatics, signing out.